I was wondering what you think about communication.
Communication?
It's a difficult one, that, isn't it?
Sorry?
I say that's a difficult one.
I wasn't listening.
No.
No.
Describe communication.
What is communication? Go on. You don't just start smart. We do speak the language of it.
You got the easy bit.
Yeah, the question again.
I remember the question.
I mean, the only thing that you can say about me is I speak lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots, and sometimes you can see this in the faces of the people that are around that I don't let them speak now.
You're Australian, not Australian, I know. No, what a Irish or French, I don't know what he was, I think. He come from a bloody broad, but he said a job of what he's bloody talking about half of the time, but he could speak a little bit of Asian, but not a bloody lot.
I just can't imagine that from an UG we've got, such a, like French, for example. French is very sophisticated, isn't it?
Well, French isn't actually as sophisticated as UG, if you ask me, but there you go, that's my view of the French.
There are people that say that the French, aren't very sophisticated, and there's other people that say they are, but an UG, if the French language came from that, it's a bit surprising, really, isn't it?
It would be UG, wouldn't it?
No.
There's a thing in Newcastle where everybody's called man, even a woman. If you're talking to a woman, you're going, "Alright, man." I mean, if I'm talking to my mother, I'll say, "Who, man?" But I mean, that's my mother. My mother's not a man. But so doing here, I've said it a couple of times, and it just slipped out. I'll say, if it's a woman or somebody pushes in, they say, "Who, man? Who you pushing?" Say, "I'm not a woman. I'm a man." I say, "Now you're a woman, man."
Urban is the new language. Look at bling. Who's saying bling now? Everybody! Bling!
It's not just about the language, though. There's body language, isn't there? Which is
there is body language, I suppose, which is universal.
And I can tell by looking at you right now that you're looking a little bit edgy, a little bit nervous, and even though I speak the same language as you, I didn't need to know that in order to tell that.
Would you agree that 80% of communication is non-verbal?
Just thinking about that one.
Well, you were looking at me then and communicating. You were frowning a little bit, so you were communicating, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
And I read your face to say that...
Yeah, I guess you could say, 80% is non-verbal.
Yes. Well, it's 100%, isn't it, if you're a North Sea diver mending oil rigs?
I'm not biting.
As far as communication goes when we're working sheep, it can either be vocal or whistle. So, to go left, and it goes round to the right, and that turns the sheep to the left. And that's how it works. It's communication between three different animals.
Now that's a cuckoo. That's a cuckoo that you can call a cuckoo in with that. That does that call twice, and then you have to wait, and the cuckoo that will reply back to you, and then you do it again twice, and that will bring the cuckoo all the way as close as you want. That you can call them in, and then of course you shoot them.
You know when a donkey's unhappy. If a donkey's bad-tempered, it will lay its ears right down like that. Bad-tempered. When they're happy, their ears are usually up or slightly forward like that. But if they're laid right down like that and they're swishing their tail like she is now, that's showing aggression. But their ears have got to be down. right flat on their body to show aggression. But normally they're straight up again, like hers, look. They're straight up. Or just flop tape to the side, like that. Now flop them out to the side. You see, they're up. But then they'll flop them out. But they're all up, pricked up, looking happy. Like that. But that's the only thing, you've got to watch a donkey when she lays her ears right down like that.
Don't whisper things. It defeats the object.
Do you have like communication issues between you?
No. We just don't talk.
It's all about knowing.
I tend to be quiet, don't I? I don't do much or say much if I'm...
Or you go, if you're angry, Wayne, you go, You always know, and I say to Paul, oh, Wayne's got a grumpy on.
On your nose, look, see? Oh, that was a good one, wasn't it?
I always thought they were being aggressive.
No, that's showing affection. Now something you should put your hand in her mouth, look.
I make noises usually in the place of words.
What kind?
You make up loads of
Just
baby talk.
yeah, in the middle of things and things like that. But you understand, don't you, Bab?
And you say things like, I banged my knee.
All right.
I wouldn't recommend everybody to do it, but no, you put your hand in your mouth. Yeah, show her your tongue. Let's see your tongue. Come on. Show me your tongue. I want to see your tongue. There he is. Look, I got him. Come on, I want to see your tongue. There you go. Look, there's your tongue.
They don't mind you doing that?
No, I wouldn't recommend him. No, I wouldn't say you do it, but no, they just trust me. You say that's what it is.
When you need communication, I mean, it doesn't matter that you don't speak the language or you don't speak because you are blind or you don't hear. I mean, it's something you need to live. You need to communicate. You need to communicate with someone. Something you need. Always there's something you need or something someone needs and needs to communicate with you. So it's something really, it's really important. The communication is something.
You have to be positive. You have to talk. You must love one another. You must understand. You must communicate. You must read books. Yeah, for real, man. And we out. Peace. Yeah. Shut up, Brian. Okay.
Yeah, well, I've been like that. I've been cut like some people cut me like that. And you know, why are you speaking so bloody fast? And didn't saw you talking too loud today. I can't hear what you've been talking about. Then you've got the trouble. You should turn around and you must be bloody deaf then.
Do any of you do any impressions?
I used to do Dame Edna Etheridge.
No.
I did,
no,
but I haven't done it for about
no.
10 years now. Oh, I don't even know if I could do it now. It would probably sound awful. Can you do one?
Only a few.
Only a few. Oh, only a few.
I can do Kenneth Williams.
Go on then.
Oh no, stop it.
Impressions are sometimes funny because there's like a caricature, exaggerated movement of ourselves. But it depends who does it, you know, maybe 90% of times it's not good. Like when I do impression of someone, it's really bad. Like doing, you know, David Beckham.
It's going on like that, you know, it's a kind of geezer from downtown, you know, South London, innit?
No, I'm afraid I can't do an impression of Naomi Campbell.
That one? Just like that, just like that. Just like that.
No, I can't do an impression of Kate Moss either, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Doing her just like that, shall we? Just like that. Or just like that, just like that.
What I hate is when people do that bloody Taxi Driver, Robert De Niro. Talking to me, shut up! You know, it's so overdone, it's unbelievable.
This is Robert De Niro as a New York cop. Give me one donut, 2 coffees. Okay, make that heavy on the mayo. I could do a Scouser.
I think Julia Roberts would be quite an American voice. Holy, how are you today? How are things going? That would be my impression of Julia Roberts.
I always laugh at the bloody goat. Oh, that sort of thing, yeah. Oh, aye.
Kippers, they're good, and I think they sound like this.
Well, aye, then there's a bloody chicken.
Chicken is one of my best. I don't know why I'm so good at doing it, and I ain't bragging now, but I just am good at doing that chicken noise. And it goes like this.
I don't really do animal sounds like that. I got the wife to do all that, see? Hey?
Come on, have a go. Do a
Oh, I know.
goldfish.
A what? Do one of they, I suppose.
As long as you don't think you're kissing me like that, there's another
Yeah.
thing going.
It's just the faces you're making when you
Yeah,
do
but
it.
it's very hard not to make a face when you do the chicken impression.
I do a pig.
Come on, pass me a tissue, my nose is going. Quick.
Flamingo.
A cockatoo.
A cockatoo.
I
A
think
cockatoo
they
or
have
a cockatoo.
Not
a
me.
cockatoo or a cockatiel. What's the difference?
A cockatoo.
It's a one's
Animal
a man, one's a woman.
Magic. What was the guy called?
Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, he was
Johnny
good.
Morris. Well, that was
to
a
do all the impressions.
Was that a cockatoo?
Oh, cockatiel. I don't know what
Cockatoo
the
or
difference is then.
cockatiel?
Cockatiel.
Cockatoo. It wasn't. It was cockatoo, man. It was a cockatoo. We're going for cockatoo on that one.
Cockatoo.
Yeah, or a I'll- cockatiel. I'll go along that line.
Cockatiel.
Starling.
Oh, well,
Hey.
you never
Oh,
know.
I nearly said a
Distant
starling.
relation. Did you?
No one
Did
likes
you?
starlings.
It's a cousin twice
I
more.
don't
I
like
like
starlings. Nobody likes them.
Do cuckoo. 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 I do one of them. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Can you do a cuckoo? Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I never really tried animal sounds, have you? Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Why do people do impressions?
Dishes.
Well, perhaps some people got a gift for doing
Gift
it,
for
and
doing
they
it. They
just
see.
enjoy
They
it.
find it
Clever
strange
things,
to
strange, yes.
do an impression of somebody, so
Yeah. And I think
they can copy
the
so
public
well.
think it funny. It's funny, isn't
yeah.
it? That's why.
I think I used to be able to
Yeah, because I mean,
like impersonate people, and I'm just trying to think who the hell it was because I can't remember.
try doing that now. As long as it ain't too long. That's not bad actually, that's not bad. That elves don't do that.
Yeah, you go,
Yes.
doesn't he? And then you think,
Yeah.
well, what's
We've
he?
got it, we've
Somebody's
got
trying to
it.
send me a signal or
Yes,
something.
it's not a
But
very
we
because
haven't heard it
everything is
this way.
quiet and
No.
I hear that
Oh, I
and
like
I don't
I
like
like
it.
the sound of
No,
the
I
owl.
don't
The one you were
You
listening
like
to in
it?
Comdare was cuckoosh to
No, that's
cuckoosh
not
to the
from-
pigeon.
Yeah, over here.
Oh, Frank Spencer.
Benny, I'm having trouble. The cat's just done whoopsies in my beret.
Yeah. We can all do Frank Spencer.
Oh, I can do Victor Meldrew as well.
Go on then.
But I haven't done him for a long while.
Go on.
I don't believe it. What the bloody hell do you think this is? God's sake, I don't bloody believe it.
That sounds like homosexual, Victor Meldrew. Well, he is, isn't he? Is he?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I don't believe it. The neighbour's going to say them poor things have gone. They've gone round the
It's a
bend.
good thing
There'll be an ambulance arriving.
It's
taking us away.
It's cold.
His impressions are sometimes quite cruel. Don't like him. Ah, yeah. It's being stupid now. That won't be used on the thing, will it?
Cuckoo! 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 Cuckoo!
The stigmas in most species of Nymphaceae, the stigma, which is the female organ, actually gets warm by 3 to 6 degrees centigrade and emits a smell, a pheromone. And the pheromone attracts the insects. And the insects shush what?
The phone.
But the phone's interrupting me, not me the phone.
Yes, but
Do you want me to stop?
I heard through the body odor from others we realize if we are genetically matching or not. And unfortunately the way nature works is of odor rather than perfume, you know. So the way it is, I'm sorry, I can't change it, so I smell and I like to smell people as well. If I smell you in the street, don't be offended.
I went to an animal rescue charity in a very deprived part of northwest London. And I took one look at her, and something happened. It was one look, absolutely one look.
I didn't really like him actually, to be honest, at the beginning, because I thought it was a bit of a sort of know-it-all.
Oh yeah.
But the way he ate a sandwich, that was it really, and you could see his stomach. So yeah, that's why I quite liked him first of all.
You've got to be confident and optimistic. If you're pessimistic and always on the back foot, I don't think you get anywhere. So, you know, a bit of the old cockiness, you know, I think they all like a bit of that.
I am sexy all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Well, which part of you?
Oh, all of
exactly?
me, of course. You know, that's So I feel like that when I get out in the mornings, and I feel very sexy. Most of the times you're not there, but there you are. That, you know, can't help that, can he? But do you feel sexy?
No, particularly.
Well, it is early, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Of course I'm sexy. I can use my voice. I can tell you I love you. I can whisper this on your ear 100 million times and you will scream for more, more and more. I have a great smile, which you will never find anywhere else in this world.
It sounds corny now, but he used to always get the same chat line. I say, you know what it is? You know the best part of your body? It's a bit in between the top of your head and the bottom of your feet. All of you. I say, you're lovely. I said, I've seen some lovely lasses in my time, but I said, but you must have been right ahead of the queue in the audition with the good looks. But when I was saying all these things, I had my fingers crossed.
Biggest turn on for me. Lovely bottoms. They must have a nice bottom. I don't know what it is. Not too bothered about the front bit, but the bottom bit I do quite like.
I'd never worried about size or shape. I've lived with mongrels for half my life. And suddenly here was I head over heels. In love or what?
It's lovely being in love. It makes you all twinkly and it makes you all happy. And sometimes I can't think straight, do you know what I mean? Because I'm thinking of him.
If you're looking for a disco dancing spring rabbit, then you would find me a bit boring. But if you are the kind of person who likes to sit around and moan a lot, then you could say I'm a very good companion.
No, actually, he's not too bad. He's not that unsavoury a person. I think he's all right.
Thank you.
Because I'm really intolerant.
I'm not that unsavoury a person.
The thing is with you, your mother did everything for you. And then when you come up to me, you're already bloody useless.
Obey, that's what the vicar
No,
said.
I didn't. When we got married, I did not obey.
Obey.
No, I didn't obey.
Obey.
No.
I have lots of trapped air that has to get out somehow. And that's really bad when you're sleeping with someone. And methane gas is lighter than air, so you end up on the ceiling. And so that's why I choose not to sleep with anybody, and that's why I don't have a partner for a long time. It's all not my fault, it's the methane gas fault.
I've got about, wait, let me count. 19 boys fancy me, but I don't fancy them. I actually fancy you and he fancies me because you're pretty, that's why. I'm really gonna get in for that.
I used to be very romantic when I was younger. I think everybody who's younger is very romantic, you know. Fall in love, thinking about the partner, doing different things to them in your head.
Romantic? No, not really.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
You
are. Really, really
nonsense. No, I don't think so.
I think you are. You're very thoughtful. You are.
You never said that before.
Oh, I'm not on tape then, am I?
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit romantic. I like to
Romanticise.
lavish gifts upon my my wife, and and I do like to treat her to things that I know that she likes.
Trip down Tesco's.
Trip down Tesco's.
Yeah.
She loves all that stuff.
What about me?
Are you romantic?
You tell me.
No, you're not.
Aren't I?
No.
I am.
No, you're not.
You're just saying it now.
No, you're not. I'm not.
I am actually.
I do believe in love at first sight, but I'm not saying it does anyone any good. What happens after that? That's as much as I'm saying.
No, we've got 3, you see, but there's one I can never remember her name. She does a lot of riding. I'm trying to think of a flipping name now. What's she called? Well, let's just call her Rosie for today. Yeah, Rosie. Good old Rosie.
Oh! I've pulled a muscle.
If there's something that annoys you, something that gets on your nerves, something that is the one thing that sets you off, that is a pet hate.
Pet hates. What I hate, pet hates. I don't hate too much. I'm annoyed by certain things, so can we go for pet annoyances? Yeah, instead of hates. Yeah, that's better.
If someone who's a noisy eater.
Yes.
That really annoys me.
Like that, Joan. Yes, like that. That's annoying.
The pair of yous are annoying. Very nice, though.
Please, you enjoyed it.
Yes, it was
Yes.
very nice.
At the expense of our ears. Frustrating the life out of her.
I burst a couple of blood vessels there. I don't like that
Yes,
at all.
Joan, that's a pet hate.
Already
Doing
got
it
plenty.
again?
Yeah, annoyances. Yeah, what annoys you? You. Okay, fine. I think that wraps up that question. Can we move on to the next one now?
No, let's elaborate. Let's find out why I find you annoying.
It is very self-righteous, actually.
No.
You
No,
are.
I'm
You
not
always
having
think
that.
you're right.
No,
I like to
no.
get the last word.
No, that's not right.
Well, I think you do think you're right.
No, I've changed a lot.
But there you're doing it now, saying I'm wrong, so you're right.
Well, I'm hardly going to say, oh yes, I am self-righteous.
Not in a horrible way, though.
Oh, what's a nice way of being
I
self-righteous?
don't know, it's
then?
just you. I'm just used to you being like that.
Right. Self-righteous? No. No.
What do you think about speed cameras?
Eating?
Speed cameras.
Sorry.
Speed cameras.
Nope. Don't get it. I
Do
did.
you know what speed cameras are?
Cucumbers.
I don't drive myself, but if everybody obeyed the rules, the traffic would go much better and everybody would get there quicker. Like on the motorways, this happened travelling back from Snowdon. We were sticking to the rules and regulations of 40 miles per hour and there were still cars coming past and I was shouting and cheering to the speed camera saying, get that one, get that one.
Speed cameras.
Bees, honey.
No, speed cameras. You know, to catch cars if they're going to... Yeah, speed cameras.
No.
Because I can't stand listening to the radio, because the radio I find really irritating. I can't stand just having loads of noise in my head. I hate that. I just like to have silence in the morning, and if there's any noise, it's just me talking to myself.
Sometimes when you're talking, I feel I'm coming in a bit too quick before you finish the sentence, and I'm thinking,
We all do that.
I shouldn't have done
And
that.
the other thing is,
and
I find
I hate
myself
myself for
saying
doing
the words
it.
for you. Say the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people breathing down my neck. No, I don't like anybody breathing down my neck. And it makes the hairs on my back of my neck stand up if I can feel somebody breathing down my neck. Get back.
Drunk people. I hate them. They behave like a gang of wild animals who are not animals. They're loud, they shout, birds fly off. they're singing hip hop song that doesn't make sense to anybody, and they're wearing these white trainers and walking like orangutans normally. Yeah, the hands is forward, the bend, and they're going like.
It's just like if you're driving down the motorway, now they sling bleeding coke cans out the window at 60 and 70 mile an hour.
Do they?
Yeah, that's happened to me 2 or 3 times in the last couple of months. All of a sudden some practice slings a coke can out the window and it goes bouncing along and goes past your window about 70 mile an hour. And hope as you're driving along that the thing don't bounce on your motor, innit? Because you end up with dents everywhere. You end up with hammer finish. Hammer finish motor.
The best thing you can do is leave traces of poo in the way, because they're actually not looking at all on the ground, they're looking at the girls around them. They step on it, they walk with it, then starting to smell. So they blame each other and they look at the sole of the shoes and that's it. They've been hit by us. And show them that you can be dangerous, but in a smelly way.
This is a funny question. What do you think your most unappealing habit is, both of you?
Energetic.
Unappealing habit.
Unassuming habits.
Unappealing.
I've no
Sort of nasty habits, if you've got any bad habits.
None.
None.
Oh, no, we haven't any bad habits.
No.
Bad habits. When people say something, I pretend I haven't heard them, so they repeat it again. That's a bad
What
habit.
for?
Just do it.
Dave's got some bad habits. He goes like that with his jaw. Really annoys me. Like,
Oh, Dougie does this? I mean, what good's that, anybody?
well, I don't know what Dave does. It's as if like his jaw's locked and he has to go.
God.
My habit is, and this
I
has
do
been
that.
explained to me by my children as well.
Yeah, this has been
When I
explained to me
say-
by my children.
When I say a joke, I go on to
Explain
explain.
it.
What's that?
Somebody's flushed the toilet upstairs.
I have a few bad habits. I tend to scratch a lot, and I also, unknown to me, I tend to pass wind a lot when I'm in public, but that doesn't really worry me, because you've got to pass wind or you might blow up.
What's that mean?
Bad smells.
Yeah, that's natural, isn't it?
Not that much isn't natural.
You've got that many bad habits. I don't know if we've got all evening to discuss them.
I don't think I have I? Hey? What bad habits have I got? Pardon you?
Pardon me.
Yeah, but you can't not do it, can you? It's not like biting your nails, which you just do.
You don't have to force it so much.
Don't force it, just...
You do. Like that.
It's not true.
I hate spiders and spiders and spiders.
As I say, I think we're being used by people. Our tolerance is being used by people for their own ends. I was most annoyed with the election of the last Labour Party. Weren't really bothered about what they did.
Excuse me, can't park there, mate. No. Sorry.
you get out and about in the grounds?
There was a time when I was a young man that I used to regularly go for long walks around, but I don't often go in without somebody telling me which way to go.
From here you go out in front of the house, up towards Park Hill, possibly where you came in. Did you come down the hill? You probably came down the hill. But instead of going up the hill, you turn left through the no entry, so you're going up the no entry the wrong way. Go up to the safari office, just say to the person in the safari office, you're going up to see them, and they'll send you up. Either you'll go up the back road round, or you'll go in the same way as the public, and whoever's on, whoever you want to talk to will be there.
I've been here just over a year now in the safari park.
Have you always been into animals and stuff?
Yes, I lived in a game reserve for about 14 years before I moved to England. So you get used to the animals around you.
I have been living here a while, so actually I find that it's quite similar in the way that there are a lot of foreign people and the people are really friendly. So obviously I find this place nice to stay here.
I do like Catherine, the zebra, Katie rather. She looks like she's like the zebra equivalent of like a tennis ball that your dog's had for years, and he's bitten all like the fluff away, and you've just got that like hard black rubber under surface with a couple of patches of what used to be the outside of the ball. She's so old now, bless her, she's losing her stripes.
I'm very, what's the word? What's the word, Jeff, when women sort of are frightened of me? What do you call it? What's it called? Come on. Oi. Yes, you said to me, English women don't like me because I'm what?
You're too much of a threat.
Too much of a threat. I give out sexual appeal.
The hippos don't do anything. 22 hours a day of sleep and 2 hours of eating. That's about it. They are so bone idle.
No. I kind of suck up to the boss, so I ain't got to do any work. I just get to sit out back doing nothing all day.
Oh, my daily routine, right? I get up at about 7 o'clock and I'm usually in work by about 8, and that's quite good because it's quite quiet between 8 and 9. And then I run around for about 12 hours and then come home again.
You'll end up having a laugh all day because of the fact if you didn't, you'd end up crying. But yeah, it's cold, muddy in the winter, but of the summer, obviously, your muscles are big. You feel a bit sure of yourself, like the old sun comes out, everyone's a poser, and yeah, it's have a laugh, and then home, sleep, and that's it. That's it really, it's just, good.
Do you get lots of problems with the monkeys putting cars to pieces?
It depends on what mood the monkeys are in. I mean, if it's really hot weather, then you say if you see any monkeys doing much damage.
Or they whip windscreen wipers off and things like that.
But it depends on what mood the monkeys are in completely to what damage they do.
The Volkswagen was make that came to pieces the easiest. And the old Triumph Acclaim, if you had one of those, when it went out, there wasn't a lot left on it afterwards.
I think sort of the great apes are capable of thinking it up to a point, but they can't follow a chain of thought very far. The concept that
male monkeys like red coloured cars because female bottoms are red when they're in season. They sort of shine a bit more.
Blanky check pen, here we go.
What's the matter?
Sophie's eating a mouse.
We don't really get involved with the food side of things. We don't actually eat here as such. We've obviously got our own home life. We go home obviously to sleep when we've got to sleep. Specific sort of. Hello. All right. Have a cup of tea. That's right. Yeah. Come to the back door. Somebody will meet you there. Okay.
Well, I once set something that had fallen down in the, or been knocked down, I don't know quite how it came to my plate, in the safari park. And that was an antelope of some kind and had a special name, but I can't really remember what it was. And that, I think, we all had a portion of it somewhere around the estate.
You can guarantee someone will come up to the fence, won't they, and go, "What type of animal's that?" and think it's really, really, really funny. They do, though, don't they?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it a monkey? Maybe I just look weird.
Maybe you do.
Right, yeah.
No, it does happen, yes.
It's when they stop whistling and looking that you start worrying, you know. Your face.
We should have started this early, you know. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian.
Please stop looking at me like that.
I'm not looking. How do you cope? I'm so sorry. How do you cope?
Look at you making me laugh.
I'm not. It's you.
No, sorry, I employ artists to do all the...
I'm hoping to get a working permit to stay working in the safari park, but unfortunately I don't know yet, so it's going to take about another 6 months for me to find out.
Oh no, I'll definitely stay here. It's just easy work. Yeah, I'll stay for quite a while, I think. Can't really be bothered to do anything else.
This summer is going to be the last summer I'm going to be here. I've been here a while, and really, I haven't traveled as much as I would like.
Usually got a chuck whizzing by so you can jump in that.
We went to Bath yesterday. I think it's just an amazing place.
Do you know how old I am? What do you think? I won't be cross, I promise.
I can't speak Mumba.
Oh, come on. Mouth it. Next.
Do you know the way out?
No idea.
We were following you.
No, we're trying to find a way in. We know where the way out is.
You don't know the way out.
This isn't the way out, though, is it?
There's a Royal Marines is here, and then there's the prating of the hounds, prating of the sheep, cattle, horses, all right, and pigs as well. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah.
Could I explain what the county show is? The county show is a social occasion for people who live in the countryside. They bring their best farm animals to the show to compete with each other. And it's generally a big social occasion where people meet together and they go and have a look and chat. And it's all good fun, really.
Well, we're very fond of the Bath and West because they always make you welcome, and here you get free straw for the cattle, and everybody is helpful, and you get paid for the milk here, which you don't at some shows, and it's nice to meet your friends.
I wouldn't say it's a great social side to rabbits.
Well, no. You do meet a lot of...
meet a lot of people. We're all friends because we're in the same club.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been involved since I was 3 or 4. My parents were both very horsey. I'm planning to go totty hunting a bit later, but I gotta. Well, that's after I've jumped my class, because otherwise I'll run out of time. I'll get in trouble by the parents because I haven't done my job properly, but plenty of time for everything.
Things have changed a terrific amount. Yeah, they really have. You know, things were a lot slower, and there wasn't the rush and tear that there is today. There wasn't, you know, and...
Well, donkeys are so intelligent. A lot of people don't think they are, but donkeys are so intelligent, it's unbelievable. They're almost as intelligent, I would say, as a dog.
We've got one donkey that came from the middle of London. That got too much for his owner. We've got another donkey that came from Ross-on-Wye. We've got another donkey that's came in with another donkey, and then we've got another donkey that came with a little donkey that we've got.
Anybody standing there like you hasn't the faintest idea what we're talking about. It's all what's the word? What's the word? No. Other people wouldn't understand what we're talking about. They wouldn't. To watch the eggs being judged, people say, "How would you judge an egg?" But to some people, eggs are so important, and to get them just right, other people just eat them on breakfast. No.
My main reason for being competitive is because I know the more I win, the more girlfriends I'll have. And the more girlfriends I have, probably the more I'll win, because the more support I'll get, just as I go in a big pressure class. So the idea is to keep winning and keep gaining lots of girlfriends at these shows.
So first prize goes to number 116, Bowsdown Alpacas, Oxfordshire.
The judge we've got today is from Peru, Dr. Julio Sumar, and he is one of the best regarded judges in the world, and he's come here especially from Peru to judge today. Only I think he's going to be here till midnight at this rate, so...
You're all in a line and the judge is walking up and down behind you and then walks up and down in front of you, and then he moves up and he pats or slaps on the back of the animal that's the winner, and that animal moves forward. So you're there and he moves towards you. This is it. And then the bucker turns and goes up the other way, and then he comes back. And it's a terrific feeling when he slaps and then the crowd all applaud. And it's great feeling.
Oh yeah, it's like a drug. It's like you've had a large scotch suddenly, and then you go on to having a whole bottle, and you keep coming back for more, and you want more, and when you get more, you want more, and you feel quite elated afterwards and really excited. Yeah, it's really good.
I think you could say that show me a good loser and I'll show you a loser.
If you keep waterfowl, number one, you're going to need a pond. Especially if you keep white ones. But if you ain't got a pond, and you've only got little dishes and buckets, then everything's all mucked up. And then it's 10 times more work.
A little bit disappointing in the results, because the best eggs for the show were actually duck eggs. And I did really well with my chicken eggs and got lots of prizes, but I've been beaten by duck eggs, so it's a waterfowl against chicken, which is disappointing.
You're trying to maintain a standard to get the ones which will go on to the next stage of breeding, and so it's constant selection towards perfection. Breed like rabbits, forget it. Hell no.
All the pigs here, of course, are pedigreed. We can go back generations. A pig without a pedigree is just a pig.
And there's no problems with the confirmation that any aspect of it. The animal is a well-conformed animal.
You do occasionally get people cheat. They use the same eggs for more than one show, or use them for quite a few shows in some cases, but you normally get caught out if you cheat. They hard boil the eggs so that they don't go off, and use the same eggs again and again. Or
buy them.
Yeah, there may be people that buy them. I don't know. I don't buy my eggs personally.
No.
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 Not
I've
at all.
Never shown eggs. Only when I was forced to once.
When you're checking out the competition, you wait until they all go back to their truck and trailers for their evening meal or whatever, and then you come up and have a good look round late at night in the twilight hours.
There are stories about cows that have been milked out and in the middle of the night, and bulls that have suddenly gone lame and all this kind of capers, and blown up with wind because someone's put someone in the food or whatever. But I mean, that's a kind of their stories, and that happens very, very infrequently.
We've had one or two very slight instances over the last 5 years, but in the old days, when there was... I'm just giving an interview to a gentleman who's doing a TV series, Carl, and I'll give you a ring right back, all right? Okay. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much.
I don't think they'll ever die out. It may do in time, but because really, when you've got animals, little ones like to come and see it all the time. They always want to see a pig or a sheep or a rabbit. So that's all I'm going to tell you anyway. If you want to know any bloody more, you better sort that out yourself.
I hate going to sleep, I do. Just do. I just hate going to sleep. I do. Just hate going to sleep anyway. I do. I didn't like going to...
How many hours do you reckon you could stay awake for?
Competitively, 24.
Well, yesterday, I can use as an example, I stayed awake for 8.5 hours. I did.
8.5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the sleep is very important. For me, it's very important. For me, sleeping is very important. I think it's very important, the sleep, for me.
People think that when you work on nights that you'll automatically go sleep in the daytime because you're so tired. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did. Because you're really, like, you come home at 6 in the morning, I'm buzzing, aren't I? I probably could go to about 10, 12. I probably could stay awake all day, actually. But then all of a sudden, bang, it hits you like a wall.
What happens is, if, say, for instance,
It turns into a grumpy old... That's what happens.
What was I going to say then? I had a good one then.
Oh, sorry.
I don't go to bed till late. I couldn't go at 9 like you.
You couldn't?
No.
9:30 and that's it.
Lunchtime?
No.
No.
Normally, I'd have 6 to 7 hours sleep. I think it's advisable to have 7. I know that if you have more than 7 or less than 7, you're likely to die earlier.
If you're tired enough, you'll sleep anywhere. Doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's warm and dry.
That's all you need, really. Slept in fields, stuff like that.
Tunnels.
Under motorway bridges.
Slept in the middle of motorways, actually, a couple of times.
Yeah. It does something queer to folk, doesn't it? I mean, they might be a bit more sparky, and they might be in the mood for love.
I could sleep 12 hours, easy. I could go to bed now and not wake up till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
5. Now the phone's ringing.
Right. Hello? Hello? No, I'm sorry she died ages ago. You need to update your records a bit better. She didn't. There's only the neighbour that moved, but they don't like to.
I heavy breathe at night.
No, man, you snore.
I don't snore.
You've always snored.
No, I don't snore.
You snore.
I don't snore. I don't snore.
You do.
Why
are you doing that? I'm telling you, I've heard
breathe.
you snoring, right? And you won't believe it. I'm not gonna lie to you about something like that. You snore, man.
I don't snore.
You do, like a pig.
I've never heard a pig snore.
It's diabolical. I'm not kidding. I'm not being nasty or anything. I'm telling the absolute truth. It wakes me in the night. It did early this morning, round about 4 a.m. And I shook. Well, I didn't shock Jackie. I said, Jackie, turn on your side, because when she's lying on her back, you see, her head will flop back, and she'll go. And I thought, oh,
you're nasty about me.
No, it's not. I'm not being nasty.
I can't help it, can I?
No.
I can't help it.
And you had your adenoids out.
Yes,
haven't
I
you?
have.
Yeah.
Yes, and my tonsils, but I can't help it. I've got to lie on my back because I've got a bad back.
If I ever sleep on my back, I have those dreams where it's like you can't move. Really scary dreams, like you're half awake and half asleep, and I really hate that.
You never ever sleep on your back, do you?
Not anymore.
Well, that's.
Well, there is such a thing as nose pegs.
Is there really?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Which we'll have to introduce into this household.
I'll go and sleep in the other room if you want. Or you go and sleep in the other room. Yes, why not?
If you don't get your sleep, you don't approach him. Really, don't approach him until he's. It's like seriously, forget about brown grizzly bears, but they don't do damage.
What about you when you're tired? You're just like the living dead. I talk to Francis Comatose. Can't do nothing.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that crazy stuff.
Mummy,
Yes, darling.
I'm really tired.
Do you want to go to bed?
No, he never goes to bed. It's the middle of the day, Michael.
I just like Mum telling me it's too early.
In the day life, you hear a little bird tweet and it sounds really lovely. But if that little bird is tweeting at 11 o'clock when you're trying to go to sleep, you want to kill them. But in the morning, you think, oh, lovely little bird.
For me, it was because it was.
Because I went to bed the other day and that little was like there tweeting in that tree and I want to get it down. There's a whole family in there.
Yeah, you will then decide that it's almost like
Shut up.
Okay, Stephen, have you ever sleep talked?
Well,
How do I know?
How's he going to know if he sleep talks?
You should ask her that question. She.
No, sometimes Stephen's like tossing and turning, and I think he's probably running away from somebody. He's probably doing something that he shouldn't be doing, or he's usually, yeah, he does something. So I don't know what he's doing.
Open the door, Daddy. I'm sleeping. Daddy, let me in. Daddy, let me in. I ain't getting out of my bed. You know what time it is? It's 12 o'clock.
Do not make eye contact.
Hay. Hay, lots of hay and cows. Hey.
Do you dream?
Dun ho?
No.
Run home?
No.
Bang ho?
Dream.
Oh, yes, I dream.
Yeah, they're terrible, aren't they?
Oh no, I always dream the same dream and I can never get to the bottom of it.
Better go back to sleep.
Yeah, go back to sleep.
Mummy,
Yes, darling.
when is it going over?
It will be finished soon.
I'm really tired.
Then go to sleep.
You can come here.
Well, I need
Come here and
to
have a
suck
good
my
look.
thumb.
Yeah, suck your thumb then.
That's all right.
Well, when do you get this microscope off me?
Get the microphone off now. Know what? You don't have to worry about it. You finished your contribution. You lay down and suck your thumb.
I keep getting up. I do. I'm tired. I should have went to bed. I just hate going to sleep. I do.